Hi everybody and welcome back. So today we're going to be looking at the new SMOK Fortis kit. This kit does take 3 different types of batteries, even though they advertise only 2. 18650, 2700 or 21700 can fit into this device. They do provide you with an 18650 battery sleeve if that's the battery that you want to use. And this device goes anywhere from 5 watts to 80 watts with the 18650 battery. With the 2700 or the 21700, it will go up to a full 100 watts. It does take only 1 battery, and it's got the new TFV18 mini tank on it. I'm super excited about this tank. If you know it all, I absolutely love the TFV16 and the TFV18. Those are my 2 all-time favorite tanks from SMOK. And now they've got the mini. Now with the mini, it's not going to hold as much as the other one because the other one was the maximum one, but it does hold a lot. So we're going to go ahead and go down. I'm going to show you everything that it comes with. Then we're going to come back up. We're going to vape on it, pros and cons. So let's go ahead and go down and take a look at the Fortis Kit by SMOK. So here we are with the new SMOK or SMOK, however you want to say it, Fortis Kit. I do have this one in silver. This is for the box that it comes in. You've got your authentications, and then on the back, you're going to have some kit contents, and then inside the box, you're going to get your warranty verification information right there and your QC pass. You're going to get your battery safety guide. If your battery looks anything like this, you definitely need a new battery. And then it's got your caution, and then you're going to have your user manual, and this does give you specifications for the mod as well as the tank. And then you're going to get a Type-C charging cable. This does have 1.4 amp fast charging. You're going to get some O-rings, additional O-rings. These are actually in red. The ones that are installed here are black. And then you're going to get an extra fill gasket. You're going to get a spare bubble glass. It does come with a bubble glass already, holding 6.5 mils of e-liquid. You're going to get a spare coil, and then you're going to get your Fortis mod. Now let's go ahead and go over the tank. This is actually their newest TFV18 mini tank. Now, this kit is actually going to be sold in 3 different ways. You're either going to get it with the TFV18 mini tank. You can also get it in the TFV mini V2 tank, which will hold 5 mils of e-liquid. Or for TPD compliances, they're going to have the TFV mini V2 tank for 2 mil capacity. So this is the tank that it comes in. If you don't know already, the TFV16 and the TFV18 are my favorite SMOK tanks to date. So this is actually their mini. It does come with a drip tip cap rather than a drip tip, so you can actually purchase these like aftermarket if you want to use something different, a different color. And then it does have the famous top fill, the same as the original TFV18. You just push the button this way and you can swivel it back and you can fill your e-liquid here. It is a big enough hole to put any bottles that I've ever tried in it, so that is there. Never down the middle, only down the sides. And then on the bottom, you do have this type of airflow or triangular type where it has actually 3 different slits opposed to just 2. And then on the bottom, this is actually a 28 millimeter diameter. It does have a protruding 510, but that is a fixed 510. Never put anything like this on a hybrid. And then to get in to change your coil or to release the other coil, you're just going to unscrew the base like this. If you notice, there are black O-rings on this tank. Depending on the color kit that you get, the O-rings will match. These are their single mesh coils. This is the V18 mini mesh. This is actually a 0.2 ohm resistance coil, 40 to 80 watts, best at 60. And that is what it looks like. Completely mesh. This is just, they always have those beefy coils. And then to put it back on, what I always suggest doing is turn it the wrong way until it clicks into place. And then you can go ahead and screw it down and make sure it's nice and tight, but don't over tighten it. Whenever you're first going to use it, I do recommend dripping some e-liquid wherever you see cotton and as well as in the inside. And then you want to let it sit once you fill up the tank about 5 to 10 minutes so that it's nice and saturated. And then all you need to do is just go ahead and screw this in like this and then fill it. Now, I'm not going to be filling this one right now. I'm actually already using this one. This is in blue, so I've been using this one. So we'll go over that in a little bit, but I did want to show you the tank. It does say TFV18 mini there and SMOK or SMOK, however you want to say it. It does come in 6 different colors. I do have the black and I've got the blue. And then with this device, it does take an 18650 battery, a 2700 or a 21700. They are only mentioning the 18650 and 21700, but a 2700 does fit. I did check. When you open it up like this, there's a negative right here. There's going to be an 18650 battery sleeve, and then there's a positive symbol right at the bottom so that you know that your battery will go in positive end first. Now, if you want to use an 18650 battery, the device will go up to a maximum of 80 watts, but if you use a 2700 or a 21700, it will go up to the max of 100 watts. And then on this side, it does say SMOK. On this side, it's going to say, oh, the other way. This side, it does say Fortis. It's got like that leather type of grip to it. Now, this does have a spring-loaded 510. And then, of course, you do have a 0.96-inch OLED screen. You've got your fire button, your minus, your plus, and then your Type-C charging port. Okay, but let's go ahead and go over the device. Now, again, like I said, I've already been using this. I'm going to go ahead and zoom in. Now, again, this does go up to 80 watts with the 18650 battery, but with the 21700, this does go up to a max of 100 watts, and it does round robin back to 5 watts. So it does go from 5 watts to 80 or 100, depending on the type of battery that you have in it. Now on the screen, in addition to having the battery indicator, you've got the battery percentage, which is something that I absolutely love. It does give you your wattage. You're going to have your coil resistance. You're going to have your voltage, which will only show when firing. And then you're going to have your puff counter. Now, you can reset your puff counter. To do that, you're going to press your plus and your minus at the same time. This is actually going to ask you if you want to clear your puffs. You can say yes or no and go ahead and clear them. So I'll go ahead and say yes. Then the puffs will be cleared. To lock the entire device, it's 3 clicks. 1, 2, 3 will lock the entire device. That means that you cannot change your wattage and you cannot fire the device. 1, 2, 3 will unlock it. If you want to actually lock just the wattage, which is something that I do normally, you're going to press your plus and your minus at the same time. It's going to lock just your wattage, but you can still fire the device. As you can see, there is a little lock symbol to show that the wattage is locked. And then do the same thing to unlock it. If you want to change the colors on your screen, you're going to go ahead and press your up and your fire button just real quick. It'll go to white. It's got 6 different colors: blue, green, red, gold, which is what I like, and also the purple. And yeah, and that's pretty much it. It's wattage only. Let me put this back on. Gold. It is wattage only. It goes up to 80 watts with an 18650, 100 watts with a 21700 or 2700. Now, whenever you put the battery in, I do want to show you this. So now I have no battery in. I'm going to go ahead and put my battery back in, close it up. It closes really, really nice. There's no shaking at all. To turn the device on or off, it is 5 clicks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 will turn it on or off. And when you first put it on, it's going to ask you if it's 18650 or 21700. If you have a 2700 or a 21700, you want to make sure that you select that and long press your fire button to select it so that it'll go up to the max 100 watts. If you select 18650 by accident, it will only go up to 80 watts. So you want to be careful with that and only use the 18650 selection if you have an 18650 battery. But yeah, so that's pretty much it for this. Again, the kits, depending on the color of the kits, which it does come in 6 different colors, will determine the color of your O-rings. This one does have the blue. The other one does have the black. The red has the red. The rainbow one, I can't remember the color of it, but they all have different color O-rings on it. But they also have 3 different other coils that you can actually use with this. One of them does go up to the max wattage of 110 watts. This device does go to 100 watts. It is best at 90, which is great because it's going to fall within the range of the device, which is either 80 or 100. Now, this coil that I do have in it, which is one of the ones that comes with it, does have the range of 40 to 80 watts, and it says best at 60. To be honest with you, I've been vaping it at 70, 75, and it's been absolutely wonderful. I'm getting good flavor. So yeah, so that's pretty much it. Let's go ahead and go on top. We're going to have a vape. We're going to talk about it, pros and cons. Okay, so here we are back on top with the Fortis Kit by SMOK. Before anything, I'm going to go ahead and have a vape, and then we're going to talk more about it. Currently, I do have this at 67 watts, so let's go ahead and have a vape. Their mesh coils are no joke. They have literally gone, and I know that a lot of people are like on the fence. They either like it or they don't like smoke. I personally love their new coils. Ever since they came out with the TFV18, I feel like they enhanced the coils to the maximum. The mesh coils that they have, the flavor is absolutely amazing. In addition to that, that helps the flavor, in my opinion, is going to be the fact that the airflow has the 3 slots opposed to only having 2. When you only have 2, I don't feel like you get as much of a rounded flavor as you do when it has 3, which this one does. So I think it's just enhancing that flavor even more. I'm going to have another vape because I have to. By the way, this is the coil that goes from 40 to 80 watts. Best is 60. I have this currently at 67. I'm actually going to go ahead and bump it up to 75. And we're going to have another vape. Absolutely amazing flavor. So another pro on the tank is going to be the fact that it's got the locking top cap. It's got that, you just push the button, you swivel it around, you fill it up, you lock it back. I absolutely love that. It's better than unscrewing it if you have to unscrew it. It's just so much easier in my personal opinion. It holds 6.5 mils of e-liquid. 6.5 for the mini. I think the original one had 8 mils, if I'm not mistaken, 8 or maybe 9. But this does hold 6.5 mils of e-liquid, which is absolutely perfect for me. It does come in matching colors, 6 different colors. I'm going to go ahead and leave the colors up here for you. So it does come in different matching colors. The O-rings do match the device. That might be something that might be a con for you. For me personally, I think it looks absolutely amazing like this. But the spare O-rings that they give you only give red. So I'm kind of upset about that. That to me is definitely going to be a con for the tank, because I feel like if they're going to have the blue, then have the blue all the way through, or give clear or black. But to give a red when this is a blue device, I don't think that that's really cool, in my personal opinion. The tank and the flavor and the coils are absolutely amazing. They give you 2 of the same coils, so you don't have to worry about that. But there are 3 other coils that can fit this tank. One of them even goes up to 110 watts, which is the maximum, but it's best around 90. So another pro, starting with the pros to the mods, is going to be that the mod is actually capable of reaching almost the same wattage as the device itself. These coils here are actually rated up to 80 watts, and this device is 80 watts or 100 depending on the battery. And they have other coils that can actually reach 100 watts. So I think that that's another great thing that they did. Very, very simple menu. It's literally like you've just got choices. You can change your colors, which I love to do. You can clear your puffs, which a lot of you love to do. You can lock the wattage or the entire device, which is absolutely amazing because some people like to lock the whole thing. Some people just like the wattage. It covers both of them in there. So I think that's great. Plus it does round robin in the wattage. So if you go up too high, you can just keep going and go right back around to get to your desired wattage. But the main thing of this is going to be the fact that it does take a 2700 or 21700. It's a single battery mod that can achieve up to 100 watts. And it's very, very ergonomically friendly. I love the feel of it. I think that it matches a lot with like their Thalo and the Thalo S that they came out with the body shape. But it actually is capable of having a sub-ohm tank rather than a pod tank, which I think is great. That to me is definitely a huge pro. I love single battery mods that can hold a sub-ohm tank where you can swap it out. You can put an RDA. You can do whatever you want with it because it has that 510 rather than having a pod, in my personal opinion, the way that I vape. Now, for me, I think the flavor is absolutely amazing. I love it wide open. I don't really cut down my airflow too much on the TFV version tanks because I do like a lot of airflow because it's amazing. I'm getting everything that I need with this tank. I'm actually getting flavor and I'm getting clouds. Those are the 2 things that have kept me off smoking. So it's giving me exactly what I need. I love the feel of this. I love the look of it. The cons for the tank, there is one more con for the tank. There is one more, and it's kind of a big con. We should already be at regular 810 drip tips by now. And now they're doing not just the 810 with the O-rings or the 510 a little bit fatter, but now they're doing the whole drip tip sleeve. I'm not a fan of that. I mean, it fits comfortable in the mouth and everything, but I wish that they'd finally get to 810 drip tips where you can use your own without the O-rings. Since we have so many of them, I think that that would be great. The only two cons that I really have to this is going to be the color O-rings. I think that they should have kept it simple, like either clear, white, or black, but having the colors and then giving you red O-rings as a spare, I think is a no-go, in my personal opinion. I do love it all blue. That's why I've been using the blue one, because it's just, I love, love, love this color. I think that it works absolutely amazing. In addition to that, another huge pro of the device, it shows percentage. Not just the battery indicator, but it actually gives you the percentage of your battery so that you know when you need to charge it. So all in all, I think this is a great device. There is no rattle or anything with the batteries. I think that's great. You can use your own 18650 battery. They do provide you with the battery sleeve. And it's got, I don't recommend charging your batteries in the device. I never do. But if you're in a pinch and you need to, it does have Type-C fast charging. So you can do it. Again, I would recommend getting an external battery charger, not only because it's what I do, but you always have a backup battery that way. If you have two batteries and you have one charging and one in the device, once you go to swap them out, all you got to do is swap them out. You don't have to wait for it to charge, which is definitely a huge, thing in my book that I do. And I highly recommend it anyway for the longevity of both your device and your battery. The look, the feel, everything about this device, I really, really like. I think it works absolutely amazingly. If you like sub-ohm tanks and you like single battery mods, I would probably recommend something like this, because of the fact that it's so easy, so versatile. You can change the wattage, you can change the color, you can clear your everything that I mentioned already, you can do. So let me know down in the comments, do you have any of the devices that are similar to this? If you do, what are they? Is this something that you would be interested in? Those of you out there that like the TFV18 and the TFV16, I really think that you're going to like this tank. It works just as good. You're getting such great flavor. I definitely highly recommend that. But let me know your thoughts down below, and I will see you in my next one.